Hello, we are back with our Batman the Animated Series episodes commentaries. My name is Gus, but you can call me BATGUS. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about one of my favorites in this show, The Joker's Wild, an episode that features nothing else than Joker and a casino. So let's tune in. And as usual, I'm going to do my countdown so we can watch the episode together if you have it in your DVD box set or Blu-ray box set or streaming service with Batman the Animated Series. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, play. The Warner Bros. Logo is on the screen. And The Joker's Wild is one of my favorite episodes. If I would do a top 10 favorite Batman the Animated Series episodes, The Joker's Wild would be one of them for sure, because it's a very unusual and interesting plot where we see the Joker having a casino, not really having a casino, but having to deal with a casino with his appearance, his trademark, kind of. And it's just a very cool and fun episode. Probably also my favorite Joker episode in the whole show. If we are counting the 3 first seasons of Batman the Animated Series, this is probably my favorite Joker's episode. And also, if we are not counting the 4th season, that is the Batman the New Animated Series, which has another episode that I really like. Of the Joker. This one is my favorite for sure. And the episode starts in Arkham Asylum, where we have we're gonna see the inmates having a free time watching TV, right? So this is a very fun insight into the routine of the inmates of Arkham Asylum, and it looks like the place only has Batman rogues, right? It doesn't have any other character in or any other villain, should I say, in Gotham, right? It doesn't have other crazies, only the Batman's rogues gallery, because we have Mad Hatter and the Scarecrow playing chess on the side, and then Poison Ivy's watching TV. Then the Joker arrives, being brought by one of the security guards that will play a role later in the show. In the next season, I guess, that is Bolton, I think his name, right? He's an interesting villain that this security guard will become. But anyway, Joker fights with Poison Ivy because he changes the channel, because he wants to watch some cartoons, and Poison Ivy was watching another channel. So they have this argument, and Bolton puts in the channel of the news, so that they both watch something, something else, and stop arguing. And this is where we have an event being broadcast that has the grand opening of a new casino in Gotham City, being opened by this, millionaire called Cameron Kaiser. And Summer Gleason is presenting the show, and there is a party with many guests, and Bruce Wayne is in the party with a girl, and they are talking about the opening of the casino. So Cameron Kaiser cuts a big rope that releases a cloth from a huge tower with the Joker's face rotating. So the casino is the Joker's Wild, and a casino that has its theme as the Joker, the actual villain, the Joker, which is very funny. And Bruce Wayne is very angry about this, and he leaves the party immediately. Summer Gleason asks Cameron Kaiser why the casino is in honor of an outlaw in Gotham City, and Kaiser says that the Joker is a classic symbol that has nothing to do with the fruitcake crazy Joker. And this is where Joker, Joker got so shocked that he was just frozen in front of the TV. Then when Kaiser called him a fruitcake, Joker just destroyed the TV and got insane. And this is where he decides to escape Arkham to take measures into his own hands, right? So this is what makes this episode so fun, because it's almost a Joker-centric episode. So it's amazing. And his arguing with Poison Ivy continues, and she provokes him even more after seeing him so angry with the whole casino thing. Right now, I'm eating some chocolate in a spoon. I know you guys don't care, but I just had to say it because I'm watching the episode and eating melted chocolate in a spoon. So anyway, what else could you ask, right? Watch one of my favorite Batman the Animated Series episodes and eating chocolate on a spoon. What else? What else could you ask? Isn't that a perfect day? I don't know what else is. So we see this very fun Joker escape from the asylum, and actually the security in the asylum is very weak, right? So he escapes pretty easily using basic things like he mixed this cleaning liquids to throw on the floor and makes the security guards slide over the floor. So so easy. And then he basically walks out through the front door. Not a big deal. and then he has a rope. By the way, of course he has a big rope on his clothes. He wraps the rope around the rock, tosses the rock over the wall fence, a wired fence, by the way. And because there is a truck passing by, the rope wraps on the truck and pulls him out of the asylum, and he flies over the fence. So, yeah, that's why all the villains being tossed in prison by Batman always escape, and weeks or months later, they are free again. People complain about the fact that Batman doesn't kill and always puts the criminals in prison, and then they are free again. And I'm talking to you, Peacemaker. And now seeing this scene, you wonder why, right? And then we have Bruce Wayne at the casino, because obviously Batman will investigate why this casino is in honor of the Joker, because there must be something there, right? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And he breaks into the offices of the casino to get some documents and see what the hell is Cameron Kaiser planning. And he realizes that the casino originally didn't have the theme of the Joker. So by seeing this maquette with a different design, and also the walls of the casino were actually covered by Joker decoration, but they didn't have that originally. So he realizes, he finds some documents on the office of Cameron Kaiser and realizes that the man was researching about the Joker for a long time. Then we have a security guard enters, finds Batman. They both have this very good fight, and Batman runs away. By the way, this episode, I believe, in my opinion, is what I call the cinematic episode, because he has so many great scenes, and the plot flows very cinematically for me. Not that this story could be adapted to a movie, but I'm saying that it's very. There are some cool action scenes. The the way the story flows is very movie-like, not cartoon-like. I don't know if I can explain, but the tone of the episode is not so cartoonish or could be easily adapted to be, I don't know, a movie or an episode, a live-action episode. Yeah, I cannot explain very well, but it's just something about the tone, right? In my opinion. And then we have the Joker finally arriving at the casino, and he plays with the guests. He plays with the people that are playing the tables of the casino. And then we're gonna have this very interesting meeting between the Joker and Bruce Wayne for, I believe, the first time in the show that we see both of these characters together. I mean, the Bruce Wayne, right, and the Joker, not Batman and Bruce Wayne. So it's very, very fun to see those together. We also have Kaiser realizing by the cameras in the casino that the Joker is there, the real Joker is there. And he lets the Joker, go on with what he's doing because it's all part of his plan. So he tells his guard watching the cameras, let him be, because this is part of the plan. So yes, we now have the Bruce Wayne and the Joker meeting, and it's funny because Bruce Wayne is always ahead in the conversation because he realizes right away that this is the real one. And so he provokes the Joker with these very good lines, really, really insulting the Joker. And the Joker actually gets angry, right? He gets very pissed with the insults. And they play a game together, which Bruce wins. They play 21, I believe. And Bruce takes all the money and gives a tip for the Joker, which makes him even angrier. So that's just great. And then we're going to have probably one of the most fun scenes for me in this episode, where Batman will arrive at a casino, right? Bruce Wayne changed into Batman, and he's gonna try to get the Joker, and we're gonna have this little chase across the casino where the Joker gets a car that is customized for him, right? The Joker Mobile, which is a very cool car, by the way. It has his face and everything, and conveniently he can turn the car on by using his electric hand, right? The little button that he has on his hand that electrocutes people. So he takes the car and Batman lands on it, and we have this very cool chase where both are inside the car. And it's a very cool action scene, in my opinion. The Joker goes through a window, and then he speeds the car towards a wall, but then he ejects from the car because the car has an ejection seat, conveniently as well, and leaves Batman alone in the car. The car explodes on the wall, but Batman is also able to jump out of it in the last moment and save himself. Very cool scene. And this week I made a video. If you're watching this a long time after I recorded, this week I made a video about some of the canceled Batman the Animated Series episodes that were planned, or even they were written in script form, but were never produced. And I just mentioned some episodes, and also I mentioned what eventually happened with these stories, because they were not maybe produced in other cartoons of Batman, but they were used, the plots were used in other versions of the cartoons, like the Batman or Batman the Brave and the Bold. And yes, it's a very cool video, but I mentioned only some of the best examples of canceled Batman the Animated Series episodes. So if you didn't watch it yet, please go watch it. It's very fun. But there are many other videos on YouTube talking about these canceled episodes. There are many more than the ones I speak in my video. And I believe the channel is Watchtower Base or something like that, which talks about DC animated series, right? The whole series, or the whole collection of DC animated series with Superman, Justice League, Static Shock, all of those. And if you check in that video, they mentioned that during the production of Batman the Animated Series, there were many ideas tossed on the table by the producers for episodes, and usually they made the list of the episodes or the plots that they would like to see being produced on the show or developed. And there are so many ideas, it's very fun to see the kinds of stories that they want to play with, or at least consider producing. And now watching an episode like this one, that's this idea of the Joker's casino or the Joker's wild is so insane and cool. It makes you wonder, is this one of the episodes that they tossed around at the beginning? And what made them consider and pick this one to be one of those that were produced? Because all of these ideas that I mentioned, some of them were, less or more cool, but usually all of them were very creative. And this is why you realize these guys were geniuses, because they were able to toss all these ideas on the table, and me, myself, as a guy who likes to create stories as well, I keep wondering how fun it is to have your job being come up with these ideas and just toss them on the table and see what happens. So I imagine this one was one of those that they just made this synopsis and said, what about if one day the Joker had a casino made in his honor or in his image, and he decided to destroy the place, and Batman has to stop him. So it's just cool. Some of these ideas I remember, I actually don't remember many of them now, but one of the ideas that I really loved, it really stuck in my mind, was one that had a Riddler episode. By the way, I also commented on the Riddler episode last week, but anyway, and it was a Riddler episode where the Riddler was on the top of a roof. He was on the top of a building, on the roof of a building, or in the last floor of a building, and he was a high-tech building that Batman has to break into and face many traps and things in the building to find the Riddler on the last floor, on the top floor. Almost like a Die Hard kind of scenario, right? It's Bruce Willis Die Hard. So I would love to have seen an episode like that. But anyway, we are reaching the end of the episode, the climax, which is also one of my favorite scenes, where Joker is finally meets Cameron Kaiser, and he kidnaps the man because he wants revenge for having a casino created in his image. And he kidnaps the man in a helicopter, and then we're going to have this helicopter chase, which is very fun, and we have Batman using his glider. Yes, I remembered the name of his wings that I said in the episode Heart of Steel, that I didn't remember the name of the glider. Now I remembered. But anyway, we have this very cool chase of the glider chasing the helicopter in the skyline of the buildings of kind of Las Vegas in Gotham City. So it's pretty fun with all the lights and all the things. And we also have this very cool moment where Batman flies beside a building, and we have this man opening the window and seeing the glider passing by. Very cinematic scene in terms of camera movement. And at the end, we have Joker shooting his gun against the glider, and he hits the wing of the glider, and the thing starts to spin, and Batman is able to jump from the glider and grab it onto the helicopter, and the glider ends up on the big tower head of the Joker that eats the glider and chews it. So it's very fun. And then we have this ending scene where Batman and Joker fights in the helicopter. The helicopter crashes onto one of the casino buildings and enters the building with the whole machines and all these things. And there's still this foot chase that happens, and Batman is able to kick the Joker onto a game machine that tosses all these coins on him. And this is the end for the Joker. And the actual ending of the episode has the Joker back on Arkham Asylum, and he again wants to change the channel in the TV room because he doesn't want to see the news about him being arrested, and all the other inmates, Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, and Mad Hatter protest. So he gets annoyed once again. And this is it, guys. One of my favorite episodes in this show, The Joker's Wild. Thank you so much if you are watching this content of BATGUS, and if you are liking these commentaries, please don't forget to leave a like in this video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next Bat video, and bye-bye.